Hello, welcome back. I don't really know what you're about to watch because I went away for some time and Stuart's been on the boat alone and he's been doing some work, but I don't know what he recorded. What I can tell you is that I am really happy because I came back to a whole new boat. Maybe not quite that, but yeah, pretty exciting. Can you see that? It's light. And I can switch it off and on. Amazing. And the pretty little lights that we painted last year. Look at that. It's magic. And that noise you can hear is Stuart. He's still working on it.
I'm just trying to get this light in the cupboard. No.
Look at this one. Nice. This one was already on the boat and it works. Perfect red light for nighttime.
What, like a brothel?
No, not like a brothel. Now I'm in the bedroom. We found these lights recently and Stuart has painted them the same color as the little ones. More light, more light. Let me switch them on. Okay, I can switch on just that one. We need a light bulb for that one. What do you think? And we can charge stuff. You press the button and it's ready to charge. Okay, I don't want to reveal everything, but I just want to share my excitement because this one I'm really excited about. Look at that. We've got light in the cupboard. You can see the clothes you're picking at night. Anyway, I leave you now with this episode where Stuart will tell us the story about how all these got installed, which I'm sure wasn't very easy, seeing how he's struggling still.
No, it's only like 5-10 minutes of work.
5-10 minutes work?
No, just to make the switch off.
Okay. This one you're doing. Enjoy! See you later!
Marina's going to Spain to spend time with her family. Spend time with her mum and dad and a brother. So yeah, boy gone wild. Woo! It's kind of good timing because I need to wire up some lights, the fridge, look at getting the solar in, and yeah, try and get this boat ready because in 1 week we go off grid. The electric prices are a little bit dear, so we're going to see if we can run the system without using mains electric and only use it as and when we need to, mainly for big days of sanding. So yep, 1 week in counting. This is what I'm starting to do. Make these tiny little connectors. I've got quite a few to do. This one is for inside the cupboard, along the back, hidden as best as possible. This one's for the 2 bottom ones. A little bit of heat shrink, a bit of glue, try and keep it nice and neat. I'm not going to show you my soldering just yet because it probably looks like I will get terrible comments about my soldering, but solder test. I'm not exactly a soldering expert. That and I'm out of practice. Don't judge. Okay. Pretty good. A little drop of glue on the top. Maybe there's a bit more than a little drop. Yeah, it's like spider's web. My blob of glue was too big. I just got to melt up the glue a little. And that's pretty much it. we've got a battery there and this little test cable. Now we just do the classic little test. The lights work. I'm not going to bore you with watching me make off a load of tails, so I'm going to carry on with that. Next job is to empty the boat because we need to start pulling out the old wiring and putting new wiring in. Probably procrastinating because I don't really want to get involved with unscrewing because I'll probably find more problems. Or not. I've got to go to the hardware store and it opens 7:30, so I thought I could get there early, which is nice because check out this. Not bad for a morning cycle. Next week the clocks go back. Next week, the week after, sometime soon the clocks go back, so at least it's lighter again in the mornings. But yeah, it's pretty early. Got the junction books as I needed. Now home to carry on. I was a bit violated on the price, but it's cheaper and quicker than taking the bus somewhere. I'm currently sanding and prepping the wall lights. There they are. This one has seen better days. A little bit dubious, but we'll sling some paint on and see what happens. Okay, the lights are primed. First one is taped. Let's see what it's like. There was a mixture of silver and brass lights. I've painted them white inside. Now I've just got to tape that area up and paint the outside. That there is the finished article. Got a little bit of spray in there. A wee little switch. It's the only switch I had. Great news. The baguette's fresh out of the oven. Still warm. I've procrastinated as long as possible. The stripping starts. We'll start in the back and hopefully we can run sort of as we strip. It's probably not the best way to do it, but if I strip everything and install as I go, I don't really need to go back to it. Cable in, cable in. Starting to make off the switches, waiting still on the cable so I can finish off the lighting circuit. I can put that trim back up there, ready for a light there, a light there, and that's where we've got to extend from there to in here. Run a power cable as well to the batteries, and then we can put that back. Lighting in the cupboard is on, lighting in this cupboard is on. I've got 2 switches to do in this cupboard, another wall light to go there. This one's ready for a wall light, and that's where we're at, into the nav table. Let's give you a quick tour of what I've lashed in so far. Put in a couple of solar controllers because we've got 2 panels, 2 breakers there, so the incoming supply can always be cut off, isolated. Fuse going to the battery. Let's put a little 40 amp fuse in there. It's a 30 amp controller, so hopefully 40 amps is good. Here are the circuits I've put in, just a power, a lighting, and the flat black is the feed. There's a battery that I got off Uncle Ben for a Bon Prix. Matthias, give us a hand taking the panel up because Marina's not here. I've bolted it down onto a pallet and ratchet strapped it to the boat. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Next is to connect the MC4 connectors, connect the battery in here, connect this here cable to the battery, and hopefully we'll be charging. And the sun's out, so at least it'll give us a nice idea of what we got. And here is the panel. Okay, wired it in, connected the battery up. I plugged it all in, everything seems to be working. I played with the app, I got the app going, check it out. Here it is, my little phone. Oh, it all seems Seems pretty interesting. So I'm going to have a play with the app this afternoon. Probably try and sling in a few more lights. That's about it, really. Well, it's a pretty grim morning. You can hear the rain's just come. I'm still stripping out old cables and laying in new ones. But today I'm mainly working in the saloon. In this dirty locker there, we've got cables that go up there in the corner. So yeah, slowly getting now to rewire. We've got the lighting to there. We run out of cable for the power, but that's okay. We've got 4 USB sockets in. Next will be to carry on the lighting circuit. We're going to bypass this cupboard, but we've got to run a cable in because at a later point, at a later stage in our lives, we might put the heater there into the forward cabin, lighten the cupboard, run the light through the chain locker, maybe a tiny little light in the chain locker just in case, and then we're back on the starboard side. We have a rusty screw and it's really annoying. Just had to keep drilling it so I could squeeze the plank off. Bit of moisture, which looks like it's a leaking stanchion. To be expected, not too bad. So yeah, we'll get to the stanchions later. Another job for the list. Back to the time lapse. Oh, that chain lock is super grimy. As you can tell, wearing all these layers, it's a bit fresh. It was raining this morning. Where are we at? Got the cables to this here corner. In here is a void, but that at a later stage will be turned into a cupboard. We'll cut it out, put a door in there. So today's mission is get rid of the last few cables that run to the engine room, run the strip lights in. I've got to cut a switch in there, cut a switch over there. Once that's done, I should have the power here. So light switch there to turn on these 3 all at once. Tuck, tuck, tuck. I think that should be it now. All the old cables out, probably a couple lying around. So probably be about that big, the cupboard door. So that'll be null and void. So about here we need a light switch for the top undercover lights. Undercover? It's not the FBI. Under counter. But I can't hide all the connections. I think what I'm gonna have to do is put a junction box somewhere up in here and then run both a switch line. Basically make everything off in here. Connected up all the cables in the junction box. Bit of a bird's nest, not really. It will do, it's acceptable. Haven't put the switches on yet, just got the trusted bit of test wire. So we've got feed in, feed out, test wire, lights. There's a piece of wood there, so I need to do a little bit more work and then stick in the LED. Now I'm in the galley. Final area to do.
Stu is about to finish the lighting.
Not finished.
Whoa! Nice. Very sexy galley. How do I switch this one on? It's not possible?
Yeah, with this piece of wire. Technical switches.
Oh. This is the top one?
Yeah.
Well done, Stu. I'm proud of you. You happy with the work?
Yeah, I've just got to put some little P-clip, tiny ones, just to take a bit of the weight of the join in the cable. But yeah, a diddy little screw, tiny little P-clip. Yeah. So that's going to be fun because I can't get my head in here really to hold them up. Like that.
I hold the cable.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun half an hour of me cursing.
But after that, it's sorted.
Yeah, pretty much sorted.
Good job.
Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Do apologise if it's a little bit fragmented. It's kind of my working style. I want to say a huge thanks to everyone that's helped. Coffee, PayPal. Thank you to our Patreons. Without you, this isn't possible. A big thanks to Clive for your ongoing support. Next week, things start to get a little bit interesting. So, not saying that they're not interesting already, but they just become more interesting. Cut. So yeah, stick with it. We seem to be losing a few people, but c'est la vie. Hopefully more will join. And yeah, see you next week.